Hey yo, it's your boy Joe. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and press the bell notification to let you know when I be uploading video. And I want to talk about something because last night I was in the stream, but I haven't been watching it in a hot minute. So I decided to drop on by to see how his stream been and whatnot, you know? And we was chilling. I was watching him playing this old PS1 game that I never heard of. I believe I saw him play one time, but I just don't remember. But then we was also jamming to music, obvious, as a lot of streamers have music in the background while they're playing game. And there is one specific song that came on, and then he went on a whole tirade about this drummer on some band. Like I said, I forgot the name of it. And then he mentioned about how he's conservative and yada yada, and almost ran on a political rant about it. Oh, because of lyrics they had in one of their songs, and he was he was mentioning about of that the drummer wanted to try to make a certain lyrics a clean version because of his conservative value, right? And again, I don't know how we end up talking, came up to this topic and whatnot. And so I said in this chat that this is one of the reasons why I try to stay away from political, because it's too much. And it is. Like, if you have a brain like myself or any common sense, you will understand it's too much, because if you was part of that world like I was back in 2020, yes, I used to make political content back in 2020. And yes, I was a former conservative. Now I'm independent. So if you don't know what independent mean, I basically vote on a third party vote if I ever decided to vote or decided to register to vote, because like I said, I don't care about politics. So therefore, I'm not obligated to vote, and I'm not registered to vote anyway. And so he went on a tangent about saying if people don't voice their opinion, they're like yada yada, and then added on about like a neon Nazi, whatever. I'm like in my head, okay, this just got too deep and real. And so when Weezer was playing, because I do like the band Weezer, I was like, fuck yeah, Weezer. It's like, there you go. There you go. Changing the subject. I'm like, again, in my head, yeah, of course I'm gonna change the subject, because we on Twitch. And when I feel like politics and religion stuff should not belong on a platform like Twitch, because people like myself and many others are trying to escape from that reality. And yes, we do know what's going on with the world. And yes, we do know what's happening. But at the same time, I want to go on social media, not have to worry about it, and just bullshit and have a good time with the people I support. Like, is that so hard to ask? And what I wanted to say to him, like, have you done any political content yourself before Twitch? Because I used to do them back in 2020 with 5,000K followers on TikTok on my main account. And constantly getting my video removed, taken down, mute it, or report it. Constantly. Just because people didn't like the fact what I was saying. And that was the time when I was converting into independent. To convert into an independent party. Because I, and as many of others like myself, we could see eye to eye. Like, we could meet in the middle. But talking to these people who just want to argue and fight, just take a look at the Dean Withers or whatever his last name clips. That is not a real debate. His stuff are not real debates. You want to know what's a real debate? What's his name? I know his name starts with Cam, but I forgot his last name. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. It starts with an H or something like that. Cam. He's one of conservative. To me, he could be the next Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. Steven Crowder. Those three Pacific people that I named was trying to have a discord, a civilized conversation to understand and maybe change their mind. That's where Steven Crowder had his whole segment is to go on these college campus, pick a serious topic that nobody want to talk about, and try to see if people will actually change his mind. Like, in with the whole neo-Nazi thing, I don't know why he brought that up, because apparently a drummer from a band that he likes, it's a conservative, like I've mentioned. And I wanted to tell him is that, so what about the Asians, the Hispanics, and blacks? What do you call them? Because, you know, they all POC, person of color. Would you call them a neo-Nazi? Because, ooh, I'll be careful what you say. Consider that you're white. Because you might get canceled. Because Malcolm X said the best. White liberals are the devils. They pretend to, you know, support you and whatnot. But when the time really needed the most, they don't know. They're not usually there. I'm just saying the fact. But again, that's why I step away from the politics realm, focusing on making regular content that I actually enjoy doing, like my horror stuff on my TikTok, and then my YouTube, I do like random rants like we doing now. And then on my Twitch, we just be gaming and bullshitting. That's all we've been doing. And slowly starting to grow my followers. Like, not everything had to be so serious, dude. Like, okay, you could be your least favorite member of the band because you don't align by his political standpoint or his views. But you didn't have to go on that whole little rant about the politics shit. You could have just dropped it from there. Like, you could have just said, yeah, the drummer is conservative, and I mean, I still like the band, but the drummer's least of my favorite member, and then move on. It's not that hard. There are some bands that I don't like because they're. What if I say, oh, I don't like a certain band because they are liberal and their political idea don't match up with my lines of value. Like, see how dumb that sounds? Like, we got a brain for a reason. We are allowed to individually, collectively think for ourselves. Because what's the purpose of trying to follow the leader and copy everybody else and think exactly like other people? We don't have to think like you. That's what makes us so unique and different. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, maybe I'm gonna step away from his stream for a bit till he comes. Cause I just seen that he went live not too long ago, whatever. And gonna wait till he cools down. Cause I ain't trying to deal with that whole political talk shit again. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Oh, before I go, next week, when my cousin comes down, when I leave Sunday, I'll be going to my grandma's house. But I'm staying there after New Year's. So I'm gonna try my best to post as much as I can and stream and make TikTok videos. But most likely I would do more streaming than anything else. So yeah. Like I said, I'll be back home after New Year's. That's in January. And deuces.